Welcome back. It's been a while, but I was inspired by some recent posts on Facebook, and as a tournament comes up, that I'd lay out my upcoming tournament boards just in my shed. It's pretty much all I can do at the moment. I might be able to do more in the future, but here we have the newest addition to my terrain, which is, I'm calling it the outside of Helm's Deep. There's a few little pieces to add. I need to do extras to the gate and actually do something with all these ladders and polish up the blister. But I think it makes an interesting play area. The causeway should be something, I want to say frustrating, but it's probably not frustrating, just interesting to play around. There's some nice embedded urukai, there's a Dol Amroth helm, all the way up the resin. It does go under the causeway, but it's actually, the river's laid out so it can have the entire thing, but this is a bit more playable for a setting of people who actually want to not play the Siege of Helm's Deep every time. There are the extra parts. Well, this is the inner wall components, and up in the corner over there, that's the part that connects the deeping wall. But this is number one. I'll probably put this away so it's not going to be perfectly laid out like this, but close enough. There's a little bit of work to be done, as I said, and this is going to be impossible. No one's allowed to sit up here and shoot at absolutely everyone. It's got a nice little thing. So that's table one. Do let me know in the comments if you think this is not enough line of sight blocking. This one is probably the most line of sight you can have, as long as you're not, you know, here. You can possibly see through there, but this one is a little bit sparse, but it adds the dynamic. The next one's more of a Erebor themed table. I'm sure people have seen this one before. It's got several statues and the walls that you assume go all the way, but you've got some stairs, so you can wander up and take some pot shots of people. They should fit snugly there. There's a few more pieces that I just keep in here, so there's going to be a bit more scatter, but not worth putting out right now. But a Mumak might struggle a little bit, and there's a couple alleys, but even 60 mil bases will go through under those arches over there, and you got a little pathway for 25 mil straight through, or if you just want to sit behind this barricade and take some pot shots, something like that. Well, that's the second table. I'm thinking of putting in a lot more treasure, make it more of a Smaug infested one, which could be fun. Now on to my oldest board, which is from Frostgrave, essentially. This was back when I mostly played Frostgrave. Got a Tundra mat, the only mat out of all of these. It's got a nice bridge going up, some older stuff. This here is Muscle Wizard, who is quite a specimen. He's just free on Thingiverse, but making him huge in gold is always a fun option. It's a 6x4 mat, so it's been cordoned off for 4x4, but you can get some height. There's a little bit less in terms of, there's no barricades on this one. There's fences, but you'll need to climb over them. You can't really fight across them. And a little bit more height in a couple locations. You can technically climb up this, I guess. It's really up to you. Up to you and your opponent. There's a little bit of forest. That's the third board, but this is a vague representation of how dense the terrain will be. And last one is, I don't know what to call this one. It's Ithilien, maybe? It's got some lots of bushes and hedges and old ruins. This one's like a foundation that's collapsed, perhaps. Some trees that are all magnetized and fall over occasionally, but easy to put back in. Got a very old school Gondorian if you're gonna go in that direction, but a little bit of dwarven. Water and, oh no, dwarven bridge, and then you got classic dead elves and Numenorians with some war gear. People just seem to throw stuff in here. A little bit below, this one usually holds a Minas Tirith bastion, but this one's probably the most cluttered of the fields in terms of just what's at ground level, because you get a pretty good shot over there. But once again, this isn't final. It's going to go away for a little bit. Not a lot of elevation on this one, but should still be fun. So that's all 4 boards. I have a few more painted minis, possibly unconnected. I haven't decided what I'm taking. But yeah, that's it for today. Bye.